What's good, y'all? Welcome to the WEB4 Roundtable, episode 236, powered by the Cosmos. What's up, y'all? I hope you're doing well on this amazing Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. You guys know how it goes. What's up, y'all? All right, so here's the thing. I left my laptop. I thought I brought it with me. I left it at another location, so I am going to have to drive through it. It's going to be about 5-10 minutes or so. So if you want to go get some water, go get some food, maybe you're listening to the recording, feel free to skip ahead about 5-10 minutes. You're going to see me share my screen live. So I hope you guys are doing well. Once again, I will be right back. Let's listen to some jams while we wait. I'll be right back, y'all. What's good, y'all? Welcome to the Web4 Roundtable once again. Again, sorry for the delay. Definitely wasn't intentional. If you guys didn't tune in the last like 15 minutes or so, goodness, where I drove to, I didn't bring my laptop for some reason. I thought I did. I thought I packed everything. It was a new streaming location, so hour is a little tough on the throat. So let me grab some water. I just got to the location. I'll be right back. I'm gonna set up the laptop as well and the charger as well. So give me a second. I'm gonna turn some music back on, and then we're gonna vibe together, stay up to date with the latest alpha. Don't forget to share the stream, like and retweet the stream. Also, there's some new graphics that I created yesterday. I hope you guys like them. Went for Roundtable episode 236. Again, powered by the Cosmos, and you can see our little cosmonaut astronauts on the left and the right with their raptor dinosaurs, sprites, if you will, on the helmet, and then, of course, facing one another. I'm not going to share any alpha on any of that kind of stuff, but I hope you guys enjoy the graphics and the traits as well. Those are official traits in the Cosmonauts collection. More details to come on that. But I'm really excited. So grab your drink, grab your coffee, tune in. Let's get ready, y'all. All right, I'll be right back. Gonna grab some water. Let's vibe, y'all. right, y'all. Let's get into it. I'm setting up my laptop now. Hope you guys are doing well. Looking forward to this show today. Entering the studio here on my desktop. And then, oh, you know what? Let me start the space as well. Yeah, yesterday the first space that we did crashed. I'm not sure what's going on with X on that. I know it's been doing that lately. No idea why it does that. It's quite annoying, to say the least. All right, let's start the show on the spaces. All right. Show is going live now, and they are recorded as well. What's up, everyone? Welcome, y'all. All right, let me update the sponsorship banner as well while we're here. Mondays and Wednesdays, our shows are sponsored by Gilmore States. Today, our show is sponsored by Mindbend Game, a retail game here. Give me 1 second to show you guys the token ID as well. 1 second, y'all. Updating it, and then I'll add the token ID here shortly as well. All right, let me add the token ID here shortly. Give me 1 second. All right, we are getting the token ID added as well live here in the stream. Okay, should be good to go. Let's save it. This show is sponsored by Mindbend Game, ticker Mindbend. Go check it out. Token ID 0.065298888. Go check it out here on Hedera. If you're on the spaces, you're able to click on the actual username of the account as well. All right, you guys, let's get the show started. Again, I hope everyone's doing well today. I see OTIA, Epic Collection, Mindbend in the audience, Cantor Codes, Khalifas, Hashe, and all about 100 of you so far in the broadcast. What's up, everyone? All right, just grab some water here. What's up, William? What's up, everyone joining in? I think that's the biggest drawback, to be honest, of the broadcast. One of the only ones, in my opinion, is the aspect of I can't see who's in here. I can only see who joins after the show is over, which is kind of annoying because I want to be able to give you guys shout outs and see, of course, who's actually showing up every single day as well. Give me 1 second to pull up the Hedera transactions. I think it makes a lot of sense to start the stream, live streaming here with some Hedera TPS. So give me a second to load that up as well. Let me refresh it because it might be a little bit outdated from yesterday. It looks like we are currently sitting at about that 2100 range of TPS. So where is it at? Hedera transactions. Let's fire that one up as well. You guys should be able to see my screen now. If not, I'll reset it. Give me 1 second to do that as well. Okay, my mic should not be unmuted. Let me add to the stage really quick. Okay, you should have that. Okay. You guys should be able to hear me. I see the mic moving. Usually there's two astronauts on my screen though, so I'm not sure what's causing that. Oh, okay. Well, it looks like the it looks like the studio that I'm in here looks like it entered the wrong one. So let me join the episode 236. I was on episode 235. All right, let me share my screen to you, and we're gonna get the show started. Cantor, I see you requesting, brother. I'll bring you up. Feel free to hit that button on the bottom left if you are on X, specifically on the spaces. Feel free to jump up. Again, hit that button on the bottom right to like and retweet the show here. Best way to support our show, of course. And then, of course, if you are on the live stream, you are able to hit that button on the top right to minimize the screen. It still keeps the stream going. A lot of you guys might not know this because maybe some of you guys are newer to the streaming. There should be a button up here, like far up here, a little minimizer. If you're on mobile in particular, I haven't watched our streams live on desktop, so let me know if there's a way to still like and retweet there. But yeah, best way to support our shows here is to like and retweet. All right, Hedera humming along, 2,042 transactions per second, coming up on that 64 billion marker. Absolutely incredible, absolutely insane what is going on here in our ecosystem. What's up, you guys? Cantor, I hope you're doing well, brother. Welcome to the stage. What is good with you, brother? All right. If you guys are in the space, if you don't mind giving me a thumbs up, if you can hear me, just want to make sure Cantor can hear me. Cantor, how you doing, brother? All right. I see your mic opening. I don't hear anything though. I'm not sure if anyone else can hear anything. I'm not sure if it's a bug. Maybe the space yesterday with Elon and Trump. Maybe that rugged the spaces for today. I'm not sure. Cantor, I see you're disconnecting, so I'll bring you back up, brother. Feel free to request back up. All right, I see you requesting, so I'll bring you back up. And then once we bring Cantor up, I'm actually gonna show you guys the X account, cover some news here today as well. Yep, Cantor, I can hear you. Sound great.
It's funny that Elon space. Elon's like, no, we're getting DDoS. I think everyone else on Twitter was like, no, Twitter spaces just sucks. So we don't know it.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. So yeah, I think everyone kind of expected that. I expected it personally, that would probably go down the way it did, and I wasn't able to get in for much time after, so I just kind of gave up on it. I listened to some of it after the fact. Were you able to listen to it live? Did you care about the conversation?
I was just curious to see. I think it started like an hour late or something like that.
Yep.
It took a while before they kicked off. I was just thinking that, if I'm the CTO or engineering lead of X and I know this event is going to come up, then maybe what I would do is increase all the resources on that specific service, like it run a little bit better. But my guess is that they probably did increase it, and it just wasn't enough to handle 1.1 million people. At least initially, it took them a while to get it back up, and that's when Elon was like, "No, we're getting DDoS."
Yep. Yeah, it's I think a lot of people expected it for sure. So we're just kind of watching and waiting, and yeah, I think it started like 44 minutes in or something. If any of you guys have any takes on it, maybe you listened to it live, or maybe you gave up on it like me, feel free to comment in the live stream. Feel free to leave a comment in the button on the bottom right on the X space as well. I was able to listen to some of it, but I just listened to a recap from someone else, different YouTubers that I've watched. But yeah, Cantor, how you doing, brother? I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I'm actually getting ready to take a day off tomorrow. First one in a couple months. They want to end it with a little bit of a bang, so we decided to put out Hashional Blaster today, which is that first HCS3 recursion game. And that's up on my feed if you want to go check it out. It's it's a little bit different from that first version that we put up. It's evolved a lot.
Okay.
And it is super cool.
Okay, let me give me 1 second to update my stream settings. I'm gonna go and pull your account up really quick, but I'm not gonna share my screen while I do that. So let's cover that. And then I did say last week, and I haven't done it yet, so we most likely will do it at some point during this stream. I did want to touch on what was it, Kilo Scribe. I did want to unpack some of the website on Notion as well. I think that'd be great to touch on. I'm not sure if anyone has gone through the docs yet. All right, I think I see it right here. So let me switch back to presenter mode, and let's throw that up as well. All right, it looks like my stream is loading it. It's taking a couple seconds here. I don't know if you can see the stream by any means. It's called Hashnal Blaster, right?
Yeah, Blaster.
Awesome. Okay.
The placeholder title is HCS3 balloon pop. So.
Right. All right, I have the video playing, so I'm gonna let it play through maybe a couple times, and then I'm also gonna share the broadcast up in the Jumbotron as well. So give me a second to do that. If you guys are in the spaces, feel free to jump in the broadcast so you can see, so you can follow along what is going on with each one of these posts as well. And then Cantor just shared it up in the Jumbotron as well. This is the first Hashnal, first HCS3 game, Hashnal Blaster. So I saw some, I believe they were Hashnals like dropping as well. I'm gonna rewatch the video here. Are they random? Are there like specific ones that you put in?
Yeah, that's a little bit of an Easter egg. We threw that in last minute into the game. And if you do actually hit the hash rates in the game, you get bonus points.
Okay.
That's the Easter egg. And they're completely random.
Wow. Okay, so hypothetically some Cosmonauts could be falling at different times.
There's so many Cosmonauts, so the chance is actually pretty high right now. I think it's like between like 5 and 7% that you'll see it come up on the screen.
Wow. Yeah, that's really awesome. Well, I'll definitely have to jump on this, play it. So what does recursion have to do with a game like this? I'm trying to wrap my mind around how this is going to look. And then it says generally available. This is the example, right? But are we able to use HCS3 now publicly? Can I go inscribe something with HCS3? Like, what does that look like? And especially if the answer is no, like, what is it going to look like outside of a game, for instance?
Yeah, so in terms of what HCS3 is, HCS3 is recursion, and what it enables is for developers to use pre-existing libraries, but maybe not just developers. It's like a million ways you can spin this to actually turn these into NFTs as well on the dynamic side, including the awesome capabilities that we added. But it enables developers to use pre-existing libraries like 3JS, Bootstrap, jQuery, like infinite number of libraries that you would typically use when developing a website or a game. You can now pull them in to your Hashnal. It'll be future-proof for when the Hashgraph Online browser is available. But in the meantime, the main benefit is that you get a humongous amount of cost efficiency because you're able to pull in those assets without having to reinscribe them every single time. So you get them included in your HTML, and you can say that your entire asset that you've inscribed is actually on the Hedera consensus service, because you're not making external calls to load these assets in. They're all coming through HCS. So we inscribe, for example, to make this game, Wallet Connect, the Hedera SDK, Anime.js, 3JS, and a couple of awesome options as well. So that means those scripts can now be reused by other people, like other devs. They don't have to pay to reinscribe them.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty incredible then. Well, and then go ahead.
The other thing you asked was, can it be used today?
Yeah. So
right now, I would say that we're in alpha. You can technically download the Hashnal and see how it's implemented and copy that kind of code and inscribe it, and it'll kind of work. But I don't recommend it yet. What we want to get to is where it's really user friendly to use, and it's kind of like a drag and drop model with very little code. We're kind of built it for you. That's the dream and the vision. So we do have a SDK that we're going to open source. The code is already written. It's in a private repo. We're just waiting, getting more feedback, and building it out a little bit more. Even today, I started working on another game, and I realized there are some improvements that we can make to make the system better.
Right.
So we're waiting on making it publicly available, but it is coming really soon. I imagine within the next week or two, we'll have that out there for the public, and everyone can kind of start playing with it.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to it. You know that I'm super bullish on-chain data, inscriptions, hashtags, the whole nine here in terms of the Hedera consensus service, and I'm bullish on the developers, of course, that are continuing to just build and create some really cool stuff. So I think this is just the tip of the iceberg. You can let me know if I'm wrong about that, if this is like the full extent of what is going to be possible, capable with the Hedera consensus service. But I think this is just the beginning, and we're just getting a taste of it.
Just one thing that you can do with this, like you can create full functioning websites. You can do things with your actual PFP images and put them into an immersive experience that opens up in a wallet, available in a wallet. You know, that's kind of the future. You know, I think we're going to start seeing a lot more NFTs built on top of HTML if we're, you know, right in this journey. It's on the NFT side, but it is also just a foundational element for a lot of the things that we want to create at Hashgraph Online.
Yeah, that's incredible, brother. Well, I appreciate you sharing it. If there's anything else you want to touch on before I jump on some, I think we'll start with some TA for the show here today. Just kind of every day, I want to be able to keep everyone updated on just kind of where I see the market heading. I have some very interesting new development news on where I think the market will be heading over the next few months as well. So do let me know what you guys think. I did see also, Cantor, before you jump back in, if you would like to, Scott, someone mentioned that they played the game. It's in my notifications somewhere. Let me see really quick. Scott Ang, where did he comment it? Was it on the space? Oh, he commented on the broadcast. He said that he played for a few minutes playing Hatchno Blaster and ended up with a large negative score. I don't know what to tell him. But what are your thoughts on that?
Really made this super challenging. Kind of like Snake Dash with all the games that we're doing as demos. We really want to bring back that friction that you got. 2 seconds. So with National Blaster, you have to avoid the bombs. So if you accidentally laser a bomb, then you lose 50 points every time you do that. So you have to be really strategic with your lasers.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, Scott, if you're listening, now you should have your answer there. I hope you were listening on that one. But yeah, if you guys want a higher score, then of course you guys will be able to just basically don't hit the bombs. I was actually wondering what those are. Now that makes a lot. No, that makes a lot more sense. So I appreciate Scott for the question. There, we're getting some answers here that I was thinking as well. But Cantor, I appreciate you coming up. If there's anything you want to share before I jump to our next speaker here, I see Hashtag came up as well. And then, of course, if you are in the spaces, feel free to jump up, hit that button on the bottom left. And if you are on the live stream and you want to come up as a speaker, maybe share your screen as well, shoot me a DM now on X. I'm going to be checking my DMs throughout the stream. I do my best to stay up to date with them as well. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to come up as a speaker as well. All right, Cantor, if you want to jump in, brother, I'll kick it to you.
I'm actually heading out here in a minute to go to the gym, but I appreciate the time. But yeah, super excited. This is just the start of the journey. My DMs are open if anyone has any questions or they're interested in building on this stuff. More than happy to chat.
Awesome, brother. Well, you guys heard it from Cantor. Go shoot him a DM if you're interested in building more with HDS, the Hedera Consensus Service, and HDS3. Hash dude, welcome to the stage. How you doing?
So I actually had a question for you, Cantor, before you head out. For the recursion, is there like a library or like a search mechanism? Like, say, someone had already uploaded 3JS and I wanted to use 3JS. Is there a way to find current token addresses with like different items on it that could be used?
Yeah, that's going to happen. I forgot, but we had a name for it. It's slipping right now. But the idea is that there would be a central location where you'll be able to find verified packages for popular libraries. And verified is the key, right? You don't want to pull on a package that's like maliciously edited to some degree. And to start, we will publish at least the versions that we use for these demos, like 3JS, Anime, and Wallet Connect. But no, not yet. But it's planned.
Cool, awesome. It's just reminding me of like the dark web days, where you'd have .onion addresses and have them listed everywhere. You got to find the good sources and know which ones to use. And yeah, that'll be really cool to have verified sources for that.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit like NPM, basically, but for scribed hashtags.
Very cool. And my other question was on for games. Are there like limitations right now on sizes of games, or is it just really however much you want to, I guess however many files or tokens it takes to build what you're trying to build?
I mean, there's no limitation that I've seen. The Sasunu game was 40 megabytes big, and it works perfectly. It is maybe something to be conscious of if your files are getting that big, that maybe it could break. I haven't seen anything break yet, so it's holding up well.
Awesome.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate both of you guys coming up. Hashtag, is there any alpha, anything you wanted to jump up and share before I start jumping in on some TA? How you doing?
Yeah, just jumping in here, just saw the recursion stuff. I'm super excited about it. And, just trying to, I'm sure as all of us just brainstorm how this all can really, where it's going and be used, because you'd hate to develop something in this space that, is just going to be irrelevant, I guess, in a week or two. So it's moving so fast that you kind of want to start planning farther out ahead when developing, so we can all really show up and show what Hedera can do. I think it'll be really cool.
Yeah, it's really tough, especially when building something or trying to plan ahead. The only constant at this point in this space, the longer we've been here, right, is the only constant is the change, right? Everything's always changing at this point, and new metas, new things that people care about essentially are always seemingly shifting. So yeah, I mean, it makes it gives us all that much more work. It makes it that much harder to stay on top of everything that's going on. But bullish on the developers here in Hedera. You guys are sticking through it, even if it's even when it's hard. So that makes me really excited, and I'm grateful for that. It's super inspiring for me. But is there anything you did want to share before I do jump on the TA?
Yep, that's all. I was wondering with Cantor before he jumped off there, I wanted to ask about the libraries.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, appreciate you coming up. All right. Well, if anyone else wants to jump up on the stage, feel free to hit that button on the bottom left. We are going to jump on some more news. It looks like Copper HQ. This is going to be saved more towards the end of the stream. I'm going to get into some of the daily news. So before I do that, let's jump on some of the TA here. So let me refresh my tab. Give me 1 second. We'll be right back with the updated price of Bitcoin. Also, I'm not checking, just for reference, I'm not checking price every hour, every couple hours. I check it like once a day at this point, maybe twice, like once during the show and then maybe once in the morning, just to see if there was a flash crash or anything specific. But I mean, we've been talking about it. It's going to be some choppiness until we have an actual break, right, to the upside or to the downside from this level, right? And you guys have been following along here on our show. You probably should know by now just kind of where the market more or less is heading, right? So let me do some charting for you all as well. So these candles, if you're not familiar, these are the monthly candles. These are the candles that I am highly fixated on, right? So let me do a little bit of charting for you guys so you can kind of just get a frame of reference, especially if this is your first time here. Whether you're new to Hedera or maybe you're sorry, give me 1 second. I misplaced this one. second here. So basically this level right here, we've been seeing a bunch of chop. Let me add this one as well. This is the one that I was saying that we could fall to, depending on if we break, if we don't respect essentially the stochastic RSI, which I'm about to throw up as an indicator as well. Then of course the RSI, let me throw that one as well to see where we are in terms of momentum. All right. So as you guys can see, we're still chopping in this range. We haven't broke down here. We have not closed any candles below this range as well. So still extremely bullish, still holding very strong for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is at 61,000, right? I mean, we're still chopping, right? A lot of people are going to leave. They're going to capitulate. They're going to take their losses, right? All that kind of stuff through these months, right? Again, these are monthly candles. This candle is not closed yet, right? It's looking like a pretty solid candle, even if it's red. This would be considered a form of a hammer. Usually means a trend reversal. But there's two scenarios, right, that I've been looking at for some time now. If you guys are tuning in every day, I'm just going to keep repeating it till it happens, right? Either scenario one, we have a cross sometime in August, which, I mean, we're so close. You can see how close. Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. You can see how close. You should be able to see how close it is. The orange over the blue. If the blue crosses up above the orange, that's bullish. If the orange crosses down, which is basically currently right now, right? The orange crossed down, right? That means we're probably going to breach this level and then head into the 40s at some point. Now, if that happens, I do believe it would take another quite a few months till we reach next summer at some point, right? Which no one really wants at this point. A lot of us have been waiting years at this point for the peak of top of this bull run. That's option two, right? I still believe that once this cross happens, if the blue crosses up, which I'm hoping for that, Bitcoin's still well above the 50 level, which means historically it's in a bull run, right? All the metrics that I'm looking for in particular, and I don't even have to talk about global news or ETFs or any of that stuff, right? Like we can see the numbers in the charts, right? The charts don't lie on what is more or less kind of coming. So basically, if it's September, August, right, we'll have the cross, and then all your altcoins will probably cross a little bit later, probably October, November. And historically, right, October is it has a nickname, right? Uptober for a reason. Historically, October is a pretty strong month across stocks and crypto. So that one might be where Bitcoin puts in the all-time high or within the next few months within that candle. So we just got to be patient for a few more months, and basically scenario one might play out and we'll have all-time high and blow off top somewhere around here, which I've been saying for a long time now. If this does not happen and we invalidate and break down here, it'll most likely be all-time high top in probably June of 2025. So it's one of these two. I don't see anything else. Obviously, I could be way off. I could be wrong. No one 100% knows what's going to happen. But historically, just studying the charts, right? So the reason I have this level right here, right, you can see the candles along here, essentially, right, this 56, and obviously it's moving every day a little bit up or down, but basically between this 55K and 53K range, as long as we don't close any of these bodies below it, we're doing just fine. We're still chopping. We're still doing our thing. Bitcoin's still doing this thing. And then I can go look at the Hedera chart as well, right? It's pretty much the same. It's very similar, right? So let me throw the Hedera chart up. Give me a second here. Friendly reminder, y'all, don't forget to like and retweet. Best way to support our show here, just hit that button on the bottom right to like and retweet. And then if you're on the broadcast, all you got to do is hit the button on the top right if you're on mobile, and it'll minimize your screen a little bit, and you should be able to see the actual post of the broadcast. I'd really appreciate it if you show some support to our show here today, powered by the Cosmos. And of course, we are sponsored today by @Mindbend Game. Hashtag Mindbend is the ticker here today. They're building an AI game. We're going to have them on an interview next week. So stay tuned for that. Mark your calendars, 5 p.m. EST, place to be in Web3. All right. So as you can see, again, Bitcoin is holding pretty strong. Bitcoin at 60, pretty much 61K. I mean, I was never really bearish on Bitcoin, to be honest, for this cycle. Even when we had that flash crash recently, I did say, right, unless we break down and close below that 53 range, which we didn't, right? We held very, very strong. We did close, we did dip, we wicked down to like 48, 47, I think at one point, but it got bought up so fast. It basically wasn't even down there. And of course, what matters the most is where those candles are closing every single day as well. What's up, you guys? There's a bunch of you guys in the show today. I hope you guys are doing well. All right, let's get the crypto fear and greed index as well. I'll show you guys just where we are. I'm assuming we're around the high 40s, maybe the 50s range. It's pretty neutral. I think the sentiment in the market shifts so fast, right? The moment that Bitcoin just breaches that 70K range, so many people are going to be like, okay, let's start aping everything again, right? Let's just jump in. So basically, the more we stick at this yellow range, right, the more it's like, okay, are we just going to absolutely dump? Or are we going to absolutely rip to the upside, right? That's just kind of what is more or less we're waiting for, right? That's why the market is so neutral right now. But let's not forget, right? Literally a week ago, August 5th, we're at 34.4, right? That's literally bear market lows of September, right? August, September, July, October of last year, right? Like we have not been that low since also July 8th, right? Basically a month over month, essentially, two potential double bottoms, right? On the chart. This isn't a chart, but this is the sentiment, right? The fear and greed index. This is essentially a double bottom in sentiment, right? So I don't know how much worse it can actually get than the old bear market lows in terms of sentiment, right? For this current chop and cycle where we are, right? So you guys saw how high, how much positive sentiment there was. Give me 1 second. My mouse isn't registering. All right. If you guys are on the live stream, let me know if you guys can still hear me. Feel free to comment in the live chat. And of course, if you're in the spaces, I believe the audio, everything's still going. I'm not sure why my mouse is frozen here. Give me 1 second. Let me check my computer. It's never happened before. Here, my computer's pretty hot. Let me get my fan. 1 second. Usually put the fan on on the computer because probably it's probably really loud. So I might have to move my phone, and my computer's probably overheating. It's kind of hot here. I'm in Arizona, still like 110 here. Absolutely disgusting. So it's kind of difficult to keep inside the house cool unless you're blowing through that AC, which you guys all know the electricity is going crazy. All right, it looks like the live stream cut out. So let me get my mic re-going here. Again, feel free to jump up. We'll keep the show going a little longer because we didn't start for a little bit. I had to travel to this location. So let me see what's going on. Let me cool down my computer. I won't be able to share my screen, so it actually fixes itself. I might even turn it off if it's still being weird. All right. I don't know if you guys can hear the fan, but it's currently cooling down. Yeah, the summers are brutal, man. It's like 115, 120 here. I think the worst is over. Usually June and July is absolutely dreadful here in Arizona. Don't move to Arizona, Central Arizona, if you guys can help it. Uh, absolutely crazy over here. Definitely looking to move somewhere cooler for sure. Let me. I might restart my computer. That might be the way to fix this. Not sure why maybe just because it overheated. All right. Well, I'm on mobile, so you guys are still going to be able to have the stream. I'm just not going to be able to share my screen for a little bit here till I get my screen sorted. So I can't really talk about anything unless I show you. So yeah, we're just hanging out for a little bit here until I get my screen going back up. Well, shout out to everyone tuning in here today. I see Saucy down there. Saucy Girl, Jaguar, Jake from State Farm Fresh, Postmaster, Foxman, William, Mindbend, Hexa, Shout out to all of you guys just joining us here today. Welcome to episode 236, the Web4 Roundtable. We're coming up on episode 250. I do want to do something special. I haven't decided yet for that show, but it'll be in about 2 weeks from now. So we're definitely coming up on it. But I do want to do some giveaways. I think what would be really cool here. Let's do a giveaway today. I do want to do a giveaway. Let's do 1,000 karate combat tokens. Let's do this. I want to incentivize people to participate in the live streams. So if you're in the spaces, feel free to just jump in really quick. Hit the link up in the jumbotron. It should be the first one there on the right. Go ahead and go to the live comments. So those of you guys in the broadcast, you should be able to see the live comment section on the bottom. All you got to do is let me know which dinosaur do you like more. You can see it up on the live stream currently. There's a little red one and there's a little blue one. So all you got to do to vote and to enter into the giveaway, all you got to do is type in red or blue. Let me know which one you prefer. I'm very curious. There's also green ones too, and obviously I can make more, but the red ones and the blue ones I think stand out probably the most. So I want to showcase them in our graphics. So again, if you want to be entered into 1,000 karate combat tokens in the live stream, all you got to do is comment red or blue. Which one do you prefer more, the red raptor or the blue raptor? All right, I'm getting my computer sorted here. I'm just turning it back on to get overheated. I have my fan at max. Not sure why it overheated, but it's pretty hot here in Arizona. All right, again, let me know if you guys like the red or the blue raptor more. All you gotta do is comment on the live stream to be entered, and I'll just pick someone from the live stream here. All right. Just get my computer back up. So if you guys are just tuning in here today, just my computer froze. Okay, the mouse is working again. I'm just starting it back up. I think it just overheated because it's so hot here. Okay, Saucy Girl, I see you like the red one. Yeah, the red one's awesome. I'm not sure. I obviously have personal preferences here. I love all the traits, to be honest, but yeah, the red one's definitely one of the best ones for sure. I gotta make another graphic with the green ones. I have to showcase them as well, but yeah, I want to make some more. And if you guys really look closely, every single sprite, every single little creature on the astronauts, they also have their own little astronaut helmet. So if you look really close, you'll actually see that they have their own astronaut helmet as well. Because guess what? Dinosaurs do not breathe in space without their own helmet as well. So we got to accommodate for them. We got to make sure that they are taken care of, that they are good to go as well. So yeah, every single little creature has their own astronaut helmet as well. All right. My computer's restarting. Oh, it's trying to update. Of course it is. Of course my computer wants to update during a live stream. See if I could, let me just force stop it here because wasn't expecting that. Just as I wasn't expecting to not pack my laptop this morning. I'm not sure what happened there. So I had to drive back to my normal streaming location, which is where I'm currently at. That's why we started a little bit later. But I do want to continue finishing the HBAR and give you my honest take on which scenario is most likely going to play out, just kind of based on what I'm. Okay. All right, we'll still. Okay, start it back up. Goodness. All right, you guys. 1,000 karate combat tokens. All you got to do is vote red or blue in the live chat. Okay. What is this? Okay, I'm getting some. Okay, I actually don't know what's going on with my computer. That's very strange because I only use this computer for live stream. So very, very odd what I don't even know what it's doing, to be honest. Okay, well, I guess for a portion, I'm not sure how much longer I'll run the stream then, but let me see if I can pull up here. Let me jump on my other phone really quick. Let me see if I can pull up some TA for. Let me see if I could pull up H4 then. Dang. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with the computer there. I was really looking forward to sharing some more news here. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Okay. Let me unplug the fan. See what's going on. Okay, well, let me try to pull up TradingView then. I wasn't planning on my live stream going down. Let me pull up TradingView, see what's going on here. Oh, someone just liked the post. Trump just mentioned growth on spaces. Yeah, obviously that's not true, but I thought it'd be a little bit funny and it just gets more exposure for the Hedera ecosystem. All right, let me see if I could find. I don't have TradingView on the iPhone, so let me see if I might have to check it. If not, I might have to just manually check it on my spaces. You guys should still, if I go on the internet on my phone with the spaces, I think you guys still hear me. So should be good. All right, yeah, you guys should still be able to hear me on the spaces and of course the broadcast. So let me just manually go on CoinMarketCap, see what's going on here. Let me pull up HBAR. We're gonna get the show on the road. Let's see where HBAR is sitting. HBAR is sitting at 43. Okay, Saucy Girl, I appreciate you letting me know that you guys can both hear me on both platforms still. All right, for some reason, my computer just does not want to work right now. That's pretty standard. That's pretty up to par with any technology that I end up using, what it wants to do, and when it matters. So, yeah. Okay, well, I'm just gonna kind of check the charts here on my phone. You guys should still be able to hear me. Saucy Girl, appreciate you. All right, so stochastic RSI, I'm gonna pull that up, the RSI as well. So if you guys are just tuning in, you can see the graphic Web4 Roundtable stream, episode 236 graphic there. It's because for some reason my computer doesn't want to work with me right now. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Maybe it has to do with my battery. My battery's been pretty weak. I might need to get a new battery or maybe a new laptop. We'll see. All right. So HBAR on the RSI is at 42, which again, we need above 50 to really be in an alt. I need to move to Alaska. Saucy Girl. Yeah, Alaska's massive. For those of you guys that don't know, just a random fun fact, I guess. Alaska is the biggest state, and it's like, I think it's like a third. Oh, okay, can you hear me in space? Okay. Saucy Girl, let me know if you don't mind letting me know if you can hear me in the spaces. You guys should be able to hear me in the spaces still. Give me a thumbs up, actually. If you guys are in the space, let me know if you can hear me before I jump back into the broadcast. If not, let me exit out. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Okay, I had intentionally exited out just in case. Yeah, no, I haven't. I just got back right now, so you guys should be able to hear me. What's up, y'all? Don't forget to like and retweet the show. Like and retweet the broadcast as well. if you guys are tuning in to the broadcast as well. So I'm just gonna have to jump back and forth because it looks like after like a minute or so of looking at the chart, it does kick me out of the spaces as well, I guess. All right, so let me just kind of speed run through this one. It looks like there's a candle forming on the monthly. Same thing as Bitcoin, right? Again, a lot of these candles are going to look about the same as Bitcoin. Obviously, Bitcoin is well outperforming HBAR, but that is no secret, right? There is not a current alt season in full force. Obviously, your tokens are struggling, your NFTs and so on, right? So you just gotta be super patient, wait out the storm. Right now, the stochastic RSI, the blue is down at the 26 level, the orange is at 45. So of course, we're not at that crossing point yet. And I still am expecting for HBAR to be crossing sometime in October, most likely. So obviously, mark my words. I'll keep repeating this every single day as well. RSI again needs to get up above that 40 level. We have a lot of momentum just being lost every single day, which is okay. I mean, we're not in an alt season just yet. Now, if all of your tokens in crypto were pumping like crazy and HBAR was the only one down here at these levels, right, I'd be very, very concerned. But most of your tokens are absolutely struggling in relation to Bitcoin dominance, right? This isn't anything new. This is what has been happening for some time now, right? So we just have to be patient, wait, see. Ideally, Bitcoin crosses up sometime soon in September, October, maybe even this month, right? And then your favorite tokens like HBAR and so on basically goes from there, right? You just gotta see, you gotta wait and see what the stochastic wants to do moving forward as well. So yeah, I'm expecting HBAR to cross over the next few months after Bitcoin has a successful cross. Ideally, Bitcoin crosses up. If Bitcoin crosses down, you ought to expect HBAR to crash, probably back down to bear market lows, unfortunately, and that's just kind of what will most likely happen. It'll wait another 6 months, right? That's all I was saying. Scenario 2, that'll most likely happen if the cross happens down, which again, HBAR hasn't had a cross yet, but soon it will, just like Bitcoin as well. So got to be patient, wait and see what happens as well. All right, let me see. Unfortunately, I don't know actually what's going on with my computer. Like it still won't work. I'm not sure what's happening with any of that, to be honest. Let me see if I can jump on my, I'm just trying to figure out if there's any way around it at this point, because this is kind of annoying. I really wanted to be able to share the news with you guys today and stream it with you. So give me 1 second. Let me see if I could jump on StreamYard on my iPad and see what we can do here. I really want to share, and I feel like it's a little bit harder to cover the news without you guys seeing it. I think it just loses a large element of it as well. So give me 1 second, y'all, to jump on StreamYard, see if I could jump on over here. Gotta go log in over here as well. But yeah, I think the price action, the charts, I mean, I've been saying Q3, Q4, which we're basically in Q3 at this point, going into October, Q4, right? Q3, Q4, I still believe pretty strongly that that will be the scenario that ends up playing out. And basically, you got to start considering taking profits towards the beginning of 2025 of your major tokens, right? And obviously, you can trade and do your stuff. And then, of course, NFTs will most likely pop after that and have their rally probably going into Q1 or Q2 of 2025. If the ulterior scenario plays out, which we're going to find out pretty soon, I mean, we're talking 30 days at this point, maybe 60 days. We'll know basically which scenario is most likely going to play out, and I'll let you know. Hey, you know what? You got to prepare your positions. Choose which tokens you believe are going to do the best, right? Which ones have the strongest communities, that kind of stuff, right? Volume, market cap, all that kind of stuff, right? So, and you should be deciding that kind of stuff kind of right now, actually, before things start picking up, because it's going to get really intense, really hectic, very fast, and especially if this is your first cycle. You might not be prepared. You might actually get shocked. You might actually be pretty shocked by how fast the market will actually move on you. go back to StreamYard here. You guys should still hear me on StreamYard. Should be good to go there. So this is my first time signing in on the iPad. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, I'm signed in. I gotta turn my audio all the way down because there's like double feedback. So I'm gonna talk a little bit lower. I guess I can't turn it all the way down for some reason. So let me leave that up. That it fades in and out. Or are you talking about something else, Scott? Okay. Yeah. Oh, I'll try and do that. All right. Well, I just exited out on my iPad. Does not look like there is a way to actually share my screen there. So that is super unfortunate. I don't think the rest, my computer's still just being weird. Not sure what's going on with that. Yeah, I mean, I guess the rest of the stream, I'm going to be able to live stream the alpha. So I might just have to manually check some of the posts. I do apologize. Definitely was not planning for any of this. So let me just jump on the likes here and see what's going on. I did make a post yesterday. Does the HBAR Army show up on Mondays? Feel free to go engage, comment on it. Let me know if you are showing up on Mondays. I think Monday is one of the busiest, most engageful, I should say, times that people are active here in Web3. So if you're missing out on anything in Web3, you definitely want to be here on Mondays. All right. So let's get into the daily news portion of the show here. Again, feel free to request to come up if you want to hang out, come chat with us. Feel free to share some alpha with us as well. All right. So it looks like what was the platform? I believe it was called Copper HQ. Yeah, Copper HQ. Let's see a little bit about that. We're excited to announce that Copper HQ, an award-winning leader in digital asset custody, collateral management, and prime services, has integrated with the Hedera network to enable institutional access to DeFi and custody of HBAR and Hedera service token service tokens. That looks awesome. I don't know a lot about it. Looks like BSCN headlines said Copper HQ to support custody and staking for Hedera's HBAR token. Let me actually break down this post a little bit more as well. Let's see here. As part of the integration, clients will be able to stake HBAR to validators of their choosing. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. And perform DeFi transactions from Copper's MPC wallet infrastructure. Okay, I want to see that wallet infrastructure. So this sounds like a enterprise grade wallet at this point, right? Via API and Copper's DeFi platform, Copper Connect. So I definitely want to learn more about Copper Connect, see what's going on there. We do need a lot, I can't stress this enough, a lot more DeFi platforms integrations here on Hedera. And we don't have a lot of it currently. We have a few dexes, right? We have a few tokens, right? There's not that many, like maybe a couple dozen that have stuck around or still building something, right? So very much so needed here in our ecosystem. Once Copper clients have their funds within a DeFi vault, okay, they can interact with Hedera dexes like Saucer Swap for both HBAR and HTS tokens via Copper Connect EVM address, which enables the Copper platform to sign transactions made on external applications. Wow. Okay, so some people I know, I won't name names or whatever, but some people talk about how Saucer Swap won't be connected with enterprise, right? Or Saucer Swap's missing enterprise. Well, this is an example right here where it looks like Copper Connect will be connecting with Saucer Swap, which is super fascinating. I'm assuming other dexes will be able to do this as well, but very interesting to say in the least for Hedera DeFi. And I think this will be a pretty strong, pretty solid breakthrough for us as well. All right. Depending on client demand, HBAR will also be available for trading via Clearloop. I think we've covered Clearloop on our show here before, actually. Copper's off-chain settlement solution, which provides secure digital asset custody to institutional clients while mitigating counterparty insolvency risk. This partnership follows several Hedera ecosystem developments that broaden institutional entry. Oh, wow. Okay. Including when Arcax, the first FCA-regulated digital asset exchange, broker, and custodian, tokenizes shares on the BlackRock ICS U.S. Treasury money market fund on the Hedera network. Again, I don't know why some people are saying that it was fake news or it was false. The Arcax news with BlackRock was true. I'm not sure why some people are trying to like dog on the foundation. That was really strange for me to see that from people in the ecosystem. Not sure what that was all about. All right, this institutional expansion also further builds on the previous launch of tokenized access to Aberdeen's money market funds, which Arcax created on both the Hedera and Ethereum blockchains last year. Again, being part of the conversation, right? Ethereum, Solana, XRP, all the main tokens, right, are pretty much normally, and it's normal, right, for them to be part of the conversation. But for Hedera to be one of the few that were actually used in this money market fund, in this tokenization effort, that is a massive win that I am seeing for our ecosystem at the end of the day, right? Like we can't discredit that here. And then H4 Foundation, we're deeply excited about Copper's integration with the Hedera network and look forward to working with the team to welcome a host of institutional clients over the coming years. Well, there you go. A host of institutional clients. That is enterprise at the end of the day, right? So copper.co looks like it's where you're able to learn more and then learn more about the announcement in the block as well. So at the block __. I'm looking at further here. Yeah, Copper crypto custodian built around cryptographic technique, multi-parter computation, has partnered with the H4 Foundation to partner with Hedera's native token. Yeah. So again, I mean, we've seen multiple instances at this point of enterprises just kind of building in the background. Enterprises excited, interested, and intrigued, right, by what Hedera is doing. And another example, right? Let's jump to another one here that I want to cover on the live stream. We have Carlos, right? Carlos Moriella, founder of SealCoin, right? WiseKey, deep in on Hedera, right? Securing 50 million investment commitment from Gem Digital Limited through a structured token subscription agreement of the SealCoin utility token to develop decentralized PIN internet network. And this is the one I was talking about that was affiliated with the Hashgraph Association. I believe they received funding from them, and they are affiliated in some capacity and connected with SpaceX. So if you guys have not seen that yet, this is a use case with SealCoin. If you haven't seen Carlos's post, I have shared them on our show here before. So you definitely should be checking out what he's doing. Another massive use case, and that's why I shared the post. Right? I think it was, oh my gosh, was it Friday of last week or Monday of last week? We only did 2 shows last week because I had to update my premium, so it didn't let me live stream unless I have premium. And basically, I made a post, right? And some people, there's actually a lot of negativity on it, just saying like, are you speculating or is this true or whatever, right? The next, I'm trying to remember what I said exactly, but it was basically the next, what do you call it? The next, sorry, I'm trying to check my computer here, make sure it's okay. The next actual use case like Atma.io that goes live from an enterprise, I do believe it'll shock the market, right? We're seeing upwards of 2,000 TPS, right? Sometimes 3,000 or 4,000. Sometimes 3,000 or 4,000 TPS coming from Hedera. And that's from Atma, right? Like a lot of people say, oh, it's subsidized, whatever, right? Like we can't really count that. Okay, well, in the time and in the ways when the governing council is actually using Hedera and buying it, right, building on it, I mean, that is going to shock the market. When Mance talks about a step function at the end of the day here, that's what he's talking about, right? Like when one use case is going to produce thousands of TPS, like we would have no other recourse. We would have no other option than to begin sharding the network at that point, right? We would be effectively running over 10,000 TPS a second actively. like that's a massive shock to the market. And man said that, right? Regardless of how you feel about Lehman or Mance or anyone at the foundation or the Ashgraph Association or the DLT Science Foundation or whatever, right? Like we're all Hedera, we're all here building. In the moment that it actually happens, which is speculation, like we have to wait, we have to be patient, we have to see what happens with that. I would definitely not count it out. And I definitely would not bet that nothing's being built, because you're either building that some of the biggest companies in the world are building on Hedera, or you're betting that none of them are, right? And I bet that a lot of the companies that are aware of crypto, they have made some inroads with other chains like Ethereum and Polygon, right? They've tried building proof of concepts, right? You had the Starbucks points on Polygon, and guess what? That proof of concept failed, and they shut it down. Like, there's reasons why I do believe still that when the time comes, when the enterprises are going to choose which cryptos they're going to use outside of whatever they're going to do on Bitcoin, right? It's going to be something along the lines of whatever Hedera can offer and provide. I just believe logically it makes a ton of sense, and the tech speaks for itself, of course, as well. And so all of the biggest enterprises and companies that will take the next step into crypto, into Web3, which is our current state. And of course, Web4 is Web3 when it's fully adopted. That's why we're calling it the Web4 Roundtable here. I do believe in that future where enterprises are here when retail is fully here as well. And we have billions of people using the network every single day, with or without knowing about it as well. And then the next post here that I was going to share on the live stream, we have Karate Combat. Again, we're pretty much going to touch on Karate Combat almost every single day here on the show, because they're doing absolutely incredible things. If you're not here, supporting Karate Combat, checking it out, participating, right? This coming Sunday, September 18th, will be when the next event is held. We have Ihogan, Igoen, Chalmaya here. He said he moved up to number 1 in bantamweight and number 4 pound for pound in the latest Karate Combat rankings. Plenty more work to be done. Big thanks to my sponsor, Doug Hype, for all his support. He's one of my favorite fighters here in Karate Combat. Massive shout out to Chamea. Yeah, I mean, I'm very much looking forward to the event this coming Sunday. And if you aren't already going to planning on participating in the event, well, I'd highly recommend doing so, preparing for it, planning for it. It's going to be an absolute banger once again as well. And if you're not familiar with one of the biggest use cases on Hedera to date, I do believe it's going to be one of the biggest in terms of exposure, just across the board, especially for retail as well. So again, if you're not participating, go check it out. It's at Karate Combat. All right. Yeah, I mean, Watcher Guru said just in 61,000 Bitcoin. Of course, I mean, we saw Bitcoin where it's at earlier. We saw where Hedera is at as well, right? In the 5 cent range. You gotta be patient, just continue to watch and see what is going on. It looks like the Hedera hackathon registrations with Angel Hack are still going on. So if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out on the main Hedera page. It looks like there is a forming breakout on the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin. So we just got to wait. Again, be super patient and see what is going on in our ecosystem. All right, you guys. Well, we're going to start winding down the show here. Hope you guys had a great time today. I hope you guys have a great day as well. I got to figure this out with my computer. Not sure what's going on now today. It's always something at this point. I got to check it out. I'll keep you guys posted in the alpha chat if I can get it started, or if it's just being weird here today. But appreciate all of you guys tuning in here today to episode 236. We went over about 20 minutes because we did start the show a little bit later here today. But friendly reminder, this show is sponsored by at Mindbend Game. Hashtag Mindbend is the ticker. Token ID is 0.06529888. You can see it rotating down on the broadcast link there as well. Well, shout out to everyone tuning in here today. Again, best way to support our show here today, like and retweet the show. If anyone wants to sponsor our shows moving forward as well, I am more than happy to have a conversation with you all. Shout out to all of our sponsors, Gilmore Estates and Mindbend Game. We have more coming down the line as well. You don't want to miss what is coming here on our show. And of course, you don't want to miss this bull run. So stay up to date with the daily news and alpha, and of course, your daily vibes as well. Well, appreciate all of you guys tuning into the Web4 Roundtable, episode 236, powered by the Cosmos. All right, you guys, I will catch you all tomorrow, 5 p.m. EST, the place to be in Web3. Much love, you guys. Peace, y'all.